We're commenting on Kate's insights that she got from your video, the one which she found in the investor section, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so some quick introduction, by the way, guys. Okay, so this is Kate. I'm George. We worked together like 3 years, I think. We started working 3 years ago for an American company on optimizing landing pages for conversion. And we separated from this American company, and we are building our own consultancy business. And also, I am engaged in. We are both actually engaged in some startup incubators and accelerators. We are leading some educational events, and we are also helping startups hands-on and picking startups to invest in. And yeah, for me, Kate is the second pair of eyes, ears, brains, kind of things like that. Something that I consider the definition of a team, like people who trust each other and feel each other's blind spots and take care of each other's biases and things like that. So as a part of our consultancy business, we are reviewing for free landing pages. Most of them are home pages. So we decided to bang out a quick improvised review of your homepage, and also give you a little bit of feedback on the marketing video. It's more like video for investors, Kate thought.
It's again a marketing video. I mean, you want money from these people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And since we thought, okay, as investors and people who work on conversion optimization of landing pages, we might find our feedback useful. Hopefully. Anyway, so. The first impression from the site and from the video is kind of it feels like it's not really focused, and it's not really clear what the thing is about. Like I remember your introduction on LinkedIn said more about the company and the product. It was more clear than what we see on the website. Maybe because I'm not insider, or we're not insiders in these industries, although we worked with a huge company that has a huge product which is exactly in this sector. They might be even interested somewhere along the line to acquire you, at some point. But so we're not like total insiders, but
we have an idea, let's say.
We have an idea, and it was really not clear for us. Maybe like here, the title, a second look at the title, is a bit more forgiving, I guess, because, actually, it says what you do, what the product does. But maybe because there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 colors in the title, and I think 2 font weights, just the title is so fragmented that it's kind of hard to process, really. We see this from time to time, by the way, where just for the sake of enhanced visual design, a title is being fragmented into kind of several fragments, for example, with different font weight or with different colors. And it's almost always a bad idea, because it almost always reduces the how should I say, the ease with which you visitors cognitively process this text. And it is unusual it really distracts. Like the eye is like wondering, and the brain is like, okay, which one should I pay attention to? Like the green text or the black text or the purple one or the turquoise or something, green, blue. Which words are more important? The whole sentence is destroyed, and the whole sentence actually conveys the meaning. So, maybe there's nothing wrong with the sentence, just the way it is designed, the way it is presented, it makes it really hard to process. As for the visual, right next to it, honestly, there are some logos which are they recognizable? I have absolutely no idea. I don't understand what this is. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It looks like a presentation of a website on different devices, e-commerce website on different devices.
E-commerce.
That's exactly. That's what I see here.
Fashion, something like that.
Yeah. This is the only. I just want to say a few positive things. So first, there's no subtitle.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And the image on the right is at least not moving. So these are good points. I mean, we've seen many sites making those mistakes because the templates just push you in that direction. So, at least you haven't done those mistakes.
Maybe because of budget constraints, by the way, but still, it's okay.
It's positive.
Yeah, it's a positive thing. Yeah.
So it's good that the title is just one thing, but it's using different colors definitely not good. Distracts and you don't get the meaning here. But the other and also the image, it has to be more meaningful. But there are also some positive things.
Yeah, absolutely. At least the image is not moving. Because that would be worse.
Distract you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in this layout, not that all images, moving images, are bad, but in such a layout where the image might compete with the text right next to it, then that would be a bad idea. Anyway, we are paying a lot of attention on the hero section here because this is the first thing visitors see. And the first thing that forms their impression, and you know how it is, like the first impression is key somehow.
And it's actually the ticket of them continuing further. So if you don't do a good job here, they just bounce out. So which very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which is bad for like two purposes. It's bad. It sends a negative signal to Google. If you do care, of course, about organic, and you're losing a lead, so your conversion rate drops. So anyway, we also, whenever possible, whenever we can think of, we do suggest some ways to improve it. So obviously removing simplifying visually this title, which is meaningful, would be one, and then I don't know, maybe tweaking this image in the infographic type of direction.
I saw something below the page. It looked okay, but it's still the one below. It still didn't make
this one
the point.
Yeah, but wait. This, at least, by the way, at least it says, supply chain.
Right.
So I look at this image and I think supply chain. So and we look at this image and we think
web design, e-commerce web design.
Yeah, absolutely, and fashion. Yeah. Which is a mismatch, So these kind of mismatches, or like you can call them in a way cognitive dissonances, but it's mostly mismatch. Like the title talks about one thing and the image says something, goes into a completely different direction. This is very bad. So yeah, this image is great, I think. Like,
it's definitely better. Probably not the best, but definitely better than the one above.
Yeah. Could be simplified, maybe a little bit. It's a bit too tall, but anyway. And then there's another thing. This title, weirdly enough, catches more attention and kind of inspires me to read it, just probably because it starts with data-driven, a data-driven solution.
We were just reviewing another page with a lot of data-driven keywords in it, so that's
maybe I'm conditioned. Absolutely. Anyway, this section, by the way, needs some attention here. It's like, there was this old movie, and now to something completely different. This section is like really like now to something completely different. Change starts with you saying yes. Leadership is then say, wait a second. Are we talking about supply chains, traceability, and transparency, or we're talking about leadership and change? I don't get it. Change, you saying yes, and leadership, these are completely different topics. Completely different topics. I mean, you could, for example, build your whole marketing strategy around change, but man, that'll be a tough sell, because basically you have to very quickly explain what kind of change you mean. Because if somebody reads just change style, you're saying yes, they might, you don't know what the specific connections, and associations in their brain is with this word. Maybe they have addiction problem. You tell them change and saying yes, and they're running to the rehab center or something like that. So I have to be very specific about what kind of change you're talking about. Sorry, Kate.
No, I interrupted, but I think there's an even better headline here. If you scroll,
okay,
not this one, become a sustainable leader and get visibility on the supply chain. This is the thing that for me explained what they're doing.
Yeah, there you go, spot on. I introduced us with with this complementary kind of dynamic between us. So I'm talking without much thinking, while I'm trying to think while talking, and of course I expose myself to high risk of overlooking something or talking too much about something which nobody cares about, while Kate is quietly analyzing the page.
I have time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm giving her time to think while I'm talking and taking all the risk. So there you go. She finds some gems, and absolutely right. I mean, I can't agree more. This is a brilliant title of the whole page.
Yeah.
Even this thing, like if there is such a concise and spot on headline, people might even read at least some of this text. Not all of it, but at least this, like, Cotit.eu is for all stakeholders with supply chain and offers the ability to gather the essential data. That's it, okay, whatever. But okay, I know what this is about, and that's kind of enough.
The image still doesn't make a lot of sense with these logos, but probably if you put some explanation text around each of the screens, what it does, and now with the product in the center, it might start making some sense.
Yeah, and also the product in the center is kind of ready for consumption. This kind of confuses me a little bit. It's like at the very end of the supply
You're
chain.
hungry. I can feel it.
Yeah. It again, it kind of distracts. It moves the focus somewhere else. But are these logos, by the way, logos of your products? Because
It
if they are,
might be. They
Yeah.
mentioned different product names. I probably in the video I saw different product
okay.
names. It
Okay.
might be that these are their products.
Okay, well, curse of knowledge, typical
Yeah.
example. You know that, we don't know that as visitors. So kind of give us the courtesy, to like read the name of the product at least, either next to the icon, or if this is like iOS, let's say, style, or mobile OS style app icon, then put it below the icon, and then separate them a little bit, maybe from these product images.
And say what they do,
And yeah, something like that.
unless the name is really self-explanatory.
Yeah. Absolutely. These breaks here between sections are a system that interconnects with your existing system. This is a headline. This is content that kind of asks for a visual.
You need logos of the systems.
Systems with only like the interconnectedness between system is like it just begs for an infographic. So yeah. Digital product passport. Well, probably this is one of the products.
This is what I suppose each product will need at one point. Like all the path it has gone through.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, this content is just so much for the hero section.
Exactly.
Become a sustainable leader and get visibility. Honestly, even here in this headline, the three different colors don't bother me that much, because like here it's way too much somehow. Because
the problem is track, for example, it has so many different, not so many, but it might be, I don't know. You're not sure which meaning. Like if you read only the word, you're not sure of the context. You're not sure exactly what the word means. Only product life cycle here has a meaning of its own.
It does, but it points to so many different directions. Like it doesn't necessarily connect it to supply chain. And another quality, by the way, of this headline, which makes it vastly superior, it has an emotional charge, and how it is, like thinking leads to conclusions, and emotions lead to action. And here there's definitely an emotion. Become a sustainable leader. You feel it?
Yeah.
Become a sustainable leader and get visibility in your supply chain. So it is inspiring, and it is kind of emotion inducing, and this type of emotion creates desire, because it wants to become a sustainable leader. It puts like a desirable goal in front of you, which maybe you already have, and then it's a match. Then it's a complete match. If they're already talking in your organization about becoming a sustainable leader, perfect. Well, this is for us then, So,
I suggest just a few words about the video, and we are ready.
You mean these were the sections? Yeah, that's the end of the page. Okay.
That's the end of the page.
Fairly standard, Turn positive social environment into brand value. That's another completely different topic here. Positive social environmental impact into I don't know. I feel too old. Maybe this is supposed to resonate with the audience, but anyway, I just don't see the connection here. Like, just because I'm putting myself in the shoes of the client, a potential user of these products. And we have seen quite a few supply chain people. Like, none of them cared about this, but anyway. Just saying. Sorry, Kate. Kate, you had some brilliant points about the video, by the way.
Okay, we watched it, so we won't play it here.
Yeah.
I think, and I think George also agrees, there should be some presentation what your product does. This is missing. Like, too many human appearance and not talking about the product.
Maybe there was some talk about the product, but it was somehow the content fell behind the presentation. That's what I felt at some point.
Yeah.
Kate noted, I mean, these guys, they behave so well in front of camera. You know, they're not bothered. You know, they're like trained actors. You know, they have gone through media training and stuff like that. You know, they look so professional, and which is a great thing. I mean, it's a compliment, but. This works really well when the content itself is on par, you know. But we just felt like the content is lacking, and we are too much concentrating on your great delivery. We got envious even, but
yeah,
you know, at some point, and this also raises some concerns, if not suspicions, as within us as investors. Okay. Or I should do it.
I won't go there.
Okay, I'll go there because it's a valid concern. Because like you have to know what's going on in our heads. You know how representative we are. I have no idea, but like Kate was looking at that and she was like, okay, if these guys are like they have trained. I mean, this takes experience. I mean, at least we cannot believe that that you can behave so naturally in front of camera without taking some training, you know, without some experience. And then, like, who works on the product then? You know, okay, maybe these people who sit around, but then not that many. So it just feels like too much concentration on the quality of the delivery, you know. Of this content in the video, which is weird. Like we see a lot of startups, and honestly, they're so shy. They have real problems standing in front of the camera. And you had like 3 people. Was it like 3 or 4?
Even 5 or 6. I'm not sure, but I mean that was weird that there are so many people. I think even 5 or 6 different people.
It's usually one kind of extroverted person who just enjoys, you know, like like I enjoy looking at myself, you know, in this camera preview here. For example, you know, I could be some person like this, for example, you know, although almost everyone is better than I am, you know, but at least, you know, I'm driven. So it's normally like one person, and here it's like, oh my god, it's like, okay, it just seems weird. Like after seeing so many startups, it's just not representative. It seems.
I think everyone
unreal.
who was on this photo, like if you go to investors and everyone who is on the photo, I think they appeared.
Here.
If you go to investors, on top there's a yellow button.
This yellow button, I ignored it. Low contrast, by the way. Like if this is really important for you, probably either put it at the end and increase the contrast, because this yellow and white, not enough. This is so easy to ignore. I couldn't find it, you know. I could read everything else, but not this. So if you put it like this with blue and white text, fine. You can keep it as it is, or you can move it to the right. To the right, it kind of separate. It's not in the middle of something, but it's at the end. It will naturally draw a bit more attention. Anyway.
I think everyone from this image appeared in the video.
Yeah, well, they were not talking. Probably this guy, she did. This guy, okay, he appeared, but yeah, maybe this guy was working in the background. I don't remember this guy and her. Yeah, okay, she didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like most of them, yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah. I mean, guys, I don't know. Maybe again, maybe this is just something that, like, your generation, you're like this. You know, it's quite probable. Like we struggle. Like we still have some issues, you know, with cameras.
Yeah.
Like just recently, right. I could like force myself to look at the camera even. So yeah, you're natives, you know. So maybe we're completely wrong, but in our assessment. But this is our assessment. And if you are presenting to investors which are of our generation, millennials I'm talking about, it might seem weird to them. That's all. So actually I will tone down the video in terms of reduce the number of presenters, just so it looks a bit more realistic, you know, to old guys like us. And
it might be that they are still talking, but on top there is some animation.
Some animation, yeah, absolutely. And it somehow asks for visuals, because humans also, there's another thing. Like, yeah, you feel very natural, but also the venues, you know, there's so many details around, you know, there's so many distracting details around you. Like, I know that this is a pain in the ass. I have exactly the same problem. I cannot shoot the video because I don't have a huge white wall, you know. But pick a huge white wall, you know. Even if you do move within an office, camera should follow you in front of you, and so basically the background should move, should have some kind of natural, if you want, motion blur. So it's not so it's not so easy to focus on the background, you know. So that's just from the cinematic perspective, that would help. So either a clean background, if it's static, or you're moving, cameras in front of you and follows you, you know, so like this.
I think they're using professionals to shoot this video. It's not.
Yeah, there's so many studios that do this. I don't know. Yeah. Like, even anyway, so something like in this style, like she does something like this, but again, the camera is not exactly in the axis of her movement. It's a bit angled, you know. And there is some visual here, right? This is an overlay, right? Yeah, there is. But it's so subtle. Yeah, it's so subtle. Somehow it's like it's not there.
This one is. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember it. You know?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
I saw that there's one also on the previous scene. There was something that appeared.
Yeah. Total ignore.
Yeah, here again. So here she is presenting the different products. This is a logo. Yeah,
fine. But like, look how many things are happening on the screen right now. You know, look, that's her, obviously, but we know her already. We have examined her, let's say, you know. We're listening to her, she's talking about something, but a guy appears. Oh, okay, who's this guy? Like, understand, we see a human face, and we want to find out who it is, you know, how they look like, you know, what's their emotional state. It's just a subconscious stuff that the brain does, you know.
Yeah.
You know, okay, there's another person here, another lady. What's she doing? Like, how she feels?
Both of us noticed the guy on the back. We discussed that. We saw this guy on the back.
He looks, because he looks like
a friend of ours.
A friend of ours, like so much. We're like, what is he doing there? Oh, okay, it's not him. Anyway, So so there these people that just get in the way. Anyway, we didn't really get the idea here. This card, and there's something on it again. Like, see, this overlay is like it's so shy, seeing the comparison with the confidence that you guys, the people, project. All these visuals are like so like they're like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't think I'm even there, just don't mind me. They told me to be here in this shot, but I don't enjoy it. I'm so camera shy. This is the impression that these visuals give us. Whereas the humans are totally the opposite. They're like, projecting confidence. We got this. We belong in front of the camera, which is great. But yeah, and we understood absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's the main problem. Yeah. We didn't get what the product does.
We're trying to somehow explain why. Again, we see these logos, but
okay. Yes, it's their logos.
If these are 3 products, or if this is the logo of the company, if this is the logo of the company, no, I don't want to even go there, like, because it's a failure on multiple levels. But if these are logos of the products, which is completely fine, they're great. But like, how are these products called? This is like this thing we reviewed the page yesterday. There was like a section with the team members. There were like 5 pictures, and there were like a couple of words below each picture. We found out that these were not the names of the people. Not even their job titles or whatever. There was just some SEO content. So if you show icons, I cannot stress this enough. Obviously, if you show icons of products, like, put their names below or next to them. Tell us, what are we talking about? This?
Yeah, I checked and the names don't appear.
Nowhere in the site, or?
Yeah, no, actually here, no. I thought later they may pop up, but they don't.
No, they don't.
And this is vague.
The tagline, inspiring industries, you mean, right? Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't say much. What was it?
Yeah. Sustainable leader. Become a sustainable
leader. Something like supply chain visibility or something. It should be either informative or should be like a nail in their brains. Something that just so impactful and sticks.
Become a sustainable leader. Even I want to become a sustainable leader.
Inspiring sustainable leader. That's a bit too long, but yeah. Anyway, so something along the lines of sustainable leader and supply chain visibility for sure. Some wordplay. Yeah, fine. Anyway, about the video, I just want to say something. I think we dragged it a bit too long, but at least we enjoyed. So that was a great video. Maybe I can find it. I don't know. I'll try to find it in another browser window. It was a Dutch company, and they were talking about growth hacking. And the guy had a very nice video. If you can find it, it was like just him. He was like talking straight to the camera. There was nothing moving. The background was blurred, so it could not be distracting. So he said a few words, and then some animations started appearing around him, but they were like all meaningful. They were all complementary to what he was saying. And it was very impactful. It was so well made. I was really impressed. I cannot find it right now, but if I find it, I'll definitely send it to you guys. Just as an example.
All right.
Yeah, that's all from me.
That's all right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And send us another meeting.
Right.
All right. Bye-bye.